Hello, and welcome to Forged by Geeks' very first session of Aeon Trespass Odyssey. This is one we've been referred to by multiple viewers. I backed the reprint Kickstarter, over a year ago for way too much goddamn money. It finally showed up, so we've been really looking forward to playing this. We've got a 4-player team, unlike we do with Kingdom Death, so we're interested to see how well that works out for us. We've heard that usually you always have 4 people in, they don't die as often. Seems more achievable to have a larger group than Kingdom Death, so we're excited about so many things about this game, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to be running through the tutorial round for this very first session, so expect lots of, this is what we think we're supposed to do, and this is what we're going to do as a result. Aside from that, I'll be reading most of the initial story. Nicole will be handling a lot of the rules stuff. And over time, our sessions, even though we've laid out like they suggested for the board with where everything is, we'll probably move stuff around to give our 2 guests a little bit more to do throughout the campaign as well. And speaking of which, we've got our friendly neighborhood Vulcan Peter, and we've got Dan as well.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes, we're right in the middle of that, even though God knows when I'll get this video up. Probably soon, because I'm interested in doing so.
Live long and prosper.
Yes. So with that, we will kick off with the opening story. For a long while, there was nothing, then excruciating pain. You awaken to the cold embrace of the old priest's wiry hands, his wrinkled face, an unsung epic unto itself, his tired but fiery eyes telling you that the epic is not quite finished. Awaken, dreamer! There is need. You are rushed through the half-lit corridors, sandals clanging on the metal floor, hurried shouts cheering you on. You enter a giant room. The priest called the Union Balanian. How would you say that?
Balanian.
Green liquid pours from the bronze pipes and into a large pool in the middle. Long, thick roots hang from the ceiling, each tipped with a metallic spike. Is there a tree, you wonder, absent-mindedly? The old priest does not waste time. Hexaton comes! It crawled onto the ship when we entered the shallows. We are the flame it wants to extinguish. Let it not. Dive in the pool, O Argonaut, and dream the dream of power. Though you have many questions, you recognize the immediacy of this old man's plea. You submerge into the emerald waters. The liquid is warm and soothing. Suddenly you feel elated and terrified. As another consciousness makes its presence known, you start to lose your sense of self. You feel that other more palpably now. Simple and unrefined. Raw and primal. Tremendous power of a titan. How do I control it? Learn through struggle. That's the last words of the priest are drowned by the mighty bellowing roar of the Hexaton. Hecaton.
All right. This is a cooperative board game experience for 1 to 4 players, played over multiple sessions, making up a campaign called a cycle. It combines elements of adventure and civilization-building games. You will travel around ancient Greece on board a giant city ship called the Argo, go on adventures, develop new technologies, craft new weapons and gear, train your Argonauts, create new titans, do battle with primordials, and much, much more. On the next pages, you'll find instructions on how to prepare a battle and slowly move from there.
If this is the Argo, do we get a wave motion gun?
What was that, Peter?
I said, if this is the Argo, do we get a wave motion gun?
And I forgot to pull out the Argonaut. We have a boat. And I did not successfully...
that does not look like the Argo I was thinking of.
Yes, we have a boat.
You play as Argonauts controlling titans, not the titans themselves. Think of this as being at the steering wheel of a 30-foot-tall wild giant. This is why you get separate Titan and Argonaut sheets and Argonaut portrait cards. As the campaign progresses, you will unlock many new Titan classes, each represented by a separate Titan sheet. On the other hand, you're stuck with your Argonaut until they die or otherwise leave the ship. At the start of the campaign, you get an Argonaut portrait card, which provides you with a small skill bonus and an optional backstory. We encourage you to create your own, and an Argonaut sheet, which you will use to note your character progress and other useful things.
Okay, so I am Heraclides, and Heraclides is a bit lost. When he looks into his reflection, he sees an old man. His stories done and told. His debt for the world paid in full, with interest. That is what he sees. What he remembers is nothing. He's like a young boy, eager and anxious to be tested on the stage of Hellas. And my bonus is Cunning of 1.
All right. I am Kierkegaard with a Wisdom of 1. Kierkegaard does not remember how she lost an eye. Strangely, she does not harbor resentment, as if she deserved it. Calm and collected, she was anointed by the outcast council to lead the Argo after her stand against the Hermesian pursuer. Many feel she lacks the empathy to lead the crew, while others argue that a cold and calculated approach is exactly what the Argo needs in these dark times. As for Kierkegaard, she spends more and more time junctioning with her Titan. In its mind's eye, she found a spark.
Okay, remember after reading your character, you have your player sheet, write your own name, your character name, and put a 1 next to whatever stat buff you get. Go ahead, Peter.
Okay, my character is Olympia. In her backstory, Olympia is a kind and gentle soul, out of place in this world of darkness and violence. Olympia herself knows that too. That is why she is fighting so hard to create a better, more beautiful world, if not for her, then for those who come after. And her special is Fury of 1. Now, how Fury fits with that backstory, I don't quite get.
Okay, go ahead, Dan.
I am Otis 0, and my bonus is a Courage of 1. And my backstory is, Otis 0 was the last to wake up of the original 4. He is impulsive, nonchalant, and overly brave, or stupid. Many call him the Never Captain, for he wanted to lead the Argonauts only for that honor to fall to Kierkegaard. Lately, Otis 0 sleeps uneasily. Terrible dreams haunt him. Visions of the zero-point entity and its arrival in the skies above Alexandria. The blinding flash that sears the disappearing city skyline deep into his retinas. Those dreams are becoming more intense. A voice accompanies them now. It whispers, "Follow the light of Pharos."
Alright, so primordials are the sworn enemy of all mortals. They appeared after the Eschaton, a cataclysmic event that wiped out the Olympian gods, and are hell-bent on destroying what's left. These are unspeakable monsters, larger even than the Titans. There is no negotiating with them. You will either be victorious or die. No pressure. So then we have the Argo sheet. I'm going to just show briefly. Yep. Serves as the main means of tracking your campaign progress, resources, diplomacy, available Titans, and other campaign statistics. Whenever you gain or lose any of these statistics, adjust their value in a corresponding section of the Argo sheet. The Argo is your life. You may lose a battle, you may lose Titans, you may even lose Argonauts, but if you lose the Argo, you're done.
Okay, and I think we'll explain most of the rest of the rules as we go along.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But that's effectively like plot relevant like stuff.
Yeah, a couple important things. Line of sight. It's from any corner of yours to any corner of the enemy, unless it runs alongside an obstacle.
Or between two obstacles.
Yeah, so like say I was here and the mob, and we had like 2 side by side here. I could not see it because even though corner to corner, it's running alongside, so that won't count. But if I was, say, here and that was there, I can see him just fine. So it will help with line of sight as we go along, but it's pretty straightforward. It's the makes sense for easy board game line of sight.
Okay. There's plot at the start of the tutorial.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yes.
Am I on the wrong page? Oh, on the actual map
Yes.
tutorial page. Thank you. We have 2 copies of the rule book because we're smart like that. The Hecaton has broken through Argo's outer defenses. In its wake lies a serpentine path of broken shields and dreams. The Hecaton's monstrous roars merge with the blaring of sirens and screech of bent metal, resulting in a cacophonic dirge. It's getting closer. Many brave warriors gave their lives to lead it to the control column garden, to you. You feel the Titan's heartbeat quicken. Its chiseled body becomes soaked with sweat. Can this awesome being of raw power even feel fear? Or is it all you? Giant muscles flex, and the Titan crouches, ready to pounce. The Hecaton comes. We laid a trap for him. Our Titans are unarmored and unarmed. All they have going for them is their brute strength, the columns, and the will and ingenuity of the Argonauts controlling them.
Okay, so we have
But
removed...
my character figure has a spear.
Yes!
So we have removed a few cards from the decks, just as it says to do in the system. It reminds us to be sure to add them back to the decks as soon as we finish the tutorial battle.
Yep.
I assume you removed the cycle 2 only and cycle 3 only.
That's all taken care of.
Okay, so we have done that. Mark skill bonus. So we have the Triskelion, which each of us has one of these. It all starts at 0, which contains our rage, fate, and danger. Danger is effectively the damage we have taken. Rage is how angry we are, and fate is how many times you've cheated fate.
And rage is also how many times you've attacked, generally speaking. There's some exceptions.
Okay, normally at the start of battle, the Titan with the most rage would gain the priority target token. As all of you have 0 rage, assign it to one of you randomly.
Oh, shoot, I did not pull out the priority target token.
We also have a fist card. This is our only weapon. This is what it looks like.
Okay,
So this is the stat card for my Titan, Ulysia the Dreamwalker.
Yeah, all of us are the same except for the name of it. So mine's Solon, Tony's is Philoctera, and yours is...
Herodotus.
Go ahead and show them on screen quick.
Here is Herodotus.
Okay. So this is Solon.
Peter?
I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay,
did
and here's mine. Philoctera, or whatever. Okay, I don't know where the priority target token went. I know there's supposed to be a figure that we can use. We'll be just using this little thing for now. Peter, can you grab 4 of the... Or we all have a D10 here.
Yes.
So grab a D10, roll it.
So are we going low or high?
It's low, because low is bad. So Dan
Dan
gets priority target.
Dan gets the priority target.
So
Right.
what we'll do is we'll keep this by your character to signify who's priority target.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, and let's do this, because I always forget to. Peter, you will be brown. Dan, you will be yellow. Nicole, you will be blue, and I'll have no base.
Okay.
Just that we can easily see the figures on the board, or our viewers can.
Good idea.
All right, so we have placed the Hecaton miniature on the indicated space. We now draw the top card from the minor trauma deck.
Minor
arrow.
trauma.
Wait, should we draw that right away?
It says draw
Okay.
the top card from the minor trauma deck.
And here it is. Kratos Whisper. Gain 1. I'm not quite sure what that
It
symbol
doesn't
is.
actually. There
Omega?
should be an
Gain
arrow.
1 rage.
That we don't care about that. We just want the arrow.
There's an arrow at the bottom pointing up.
Yes. So turn the figure to align its front with the direction of the arrow.
Okay, so that would be that way.
Yes.
So it's pointing north, and that's north on the battlefield.
So, sorry. So this way is up?
Yep.
So you stack the deck instead of searching the deck the way we were supposed to do to find the first item, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and put that
Put
on
that
top
back on
of
top.
the deck. It
Okay.
would normally go to the bottom of the deck.
But I didn't read that part. I missed that detail.
Yes. All right.
This is why she does the rules.
All right. So battles are fought in a sequence of alternating primordial and titan rounds. The primordial generally goes first. During the primordial round, you will draw an AI card and resolve it. During the titan round, each titan will take their turn in any order, performing 1 movement action and 1 combat action. So I'm going to put Hecaton on the screen quickly.
Okay.
So
Pull it down a little for the 0. Down a little.
I'm working
There
on
you
it,
go.
man. It catches on the freaking
Oh, yeah,
tape.
it does. There you go.
All right, so the 0, that's the damage rating?
No, that's the to hit. So we
Okay.
need to roll a 7 or greater to hit it. It moves at 6. It can take up to 6 total wounds, and it has -1 of its normal toughness, so it's only a 2.
Okay. And friendly warning, -2 to all knockbacks performed by the Hecaton. All right.
What does that mean?
So
Like,
normally a knockback, it'll say like knockback 4, and you get thrown 4 spaces. Instead, it'll be 2 less than whatever that is.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a number down here, which I think is its default pushback or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So, level 0 stat line. Hecaton asks first. Normally, you would draw the top AI card from the AI deck. However, for the purposes of this tutorial battle, search the AI deck for the card named Cold Open and
Already did.
resolve it.
Okay.
All right.
So he's attacking with Cold Open.
Yep.
Okay. So for Cold Open, he's going to roll 4 dice. So
Does he move before he attacks?
how we generally do this is whoever is the priority target rolls for the monster.
Okay.
So you will be rolling for the monster. So first, he targets closest Titan in front in range. So by in front, it means in the direction he's facing, so it's one of you two. You're both equal distance in range, given that if there is somebody with a priority target token, they are selected. So he's going to attack Dan.
Okay. If neither one of us were priority, then we would roll off, and it would be random.
Actually, I don't think that works that way. There's a specific thing, like it talks about the targeting line, and the targeting line can specifically say priority target.
Yes, it can.
So I don't think that this one actually...
Oh, you're right.
It just does
Then
not...
we get to choose.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought there was a trade-off that if there was 2. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't know.
Either way,
So if we get to choose, we should probably choose my character since his priority target. I'm guessing Dan's going to take his fair share of hits.
yeah, that seems like a decent choice. Now, we get to choose...
It is a tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yay, I got a roll right more than the goal. So it is going to go for Dan. Okay, so then what we should do is not have the person being hit roll for their own hit to themselves. It'll always be the person to their right. So in this case, Peter, you'll handle Dan, I'll handle Peter, Nicole will handle me, Dan, you'll handle Nicole's hits.
Okay.
So in that regard, Dan, we get to choose. So it's going to walk up and hit. It's equal distance. So we can either have it attack from there or attack from here. I'm generally leaning to here.
So the problem with doing that is that do remember that whatever he does, he's going to do a pushback after that.
Yeah.
So he's going to run away in a certain direction. So we need to take that into account when we're choosing directions that people are going to go.
Yeah.
So the monster gets to move, hit us, and then move again?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes, not always. Different monsters are different. We have to learn how they fight. So in this case, he's going to target. He's going to move, attack. If you had 3 or higher fate, he would get an extra attack.
Oh boy.
Each hit deals 1 danger, so 1 of your hit points, of which you have basically 9. After attack, he does a pushback 3, so he moves back 3, so he's going to land on either Nicole or Peter based on where we place him.
What happens if he
Wait,
lands
is he pushing himself back or is he pushing his target back?
He's pushing himself back.
Okay, because
He's
saying
pushing-
you push back sounds like he'd be pushing a target to me.
He pushes the target.
Oh, he pushes the target. Oh, I
Yes.
thought it was knockback. Knockback is pushing the target. Pushback is you...
Pushback is he's running. Pushback. He's pushing you back, so he's going with you.
Oh, he goes with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right.
Okay.
But he's going to run into the column doing that.
Yes, he'll take out the column. As long as you don't hit the column, it's better.
Okay. Does he take damage from hitting the column?
No,
Of course not.
of course not. He's much bigger than the column.
Okay. So, you do not roll to see if the attack hit. Rather, you roll to evade. So, Dan will roll for himself.
That's how it works.
Yes. All right. So, the player controlling the targeted Titan rolls a number of d10s equal to the evasion dice value on the AI card.
So that is 4.
To defend against Cold Open, you must roll 4 evasion dice. That's bad news. Each die you roll is a potential hit. Remember to use 1 critical die, which is the white. So basically...
I'd use the other one since it's in front of you.
A critical die is used to simulate strokes of luck as well as unexpected failures. Whenever you perform an attack or evasion roll, you must always roll a single white critical die as part of your dice pool. If you roll only 1 die, it is always the critical die. If you roll a nat 10 on the critical die when you evade, it becomes a crit invade. has no apparent effect, but may add additional things.
Always try to roll onto the game board so our viewers can see.
Yep.
You have to get a 6+ to not take a hit on a die. So all of those that applies to. So you evaded 2, you take 2 hits.
Okay. So Cold Open has a difficulty of 6. Each die showing a 5 or less is a hit. In the future, you'll gain equipment that gives you an evasion roll bonus. Don't worry if your roll wasn't the best. You may re-roll your evasion dice by gaining fate. Be warned, though, fate is a precious supply you should not spend lightly. Note the trigger box next to its move and attack command. If your fate was 3 or higher at the beginning of the attack, you would have rolled an additional evasion die. Tempting fate may be beneficial, but it always comes at a cost. If you rolled at least 1 hit, you must resolve all attack effects of the AI card. Cold Open deals 1 danger for each hit. In other words, you would raise your danger value on the Triskelion by 1 for each hit.
Okay, I'm up to 2.
Okay, so you're not going to tempt fate and re-roll any of the attack dice?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
All right. And whenever you are dealt a danger as an attack effect, you must draw trauma.
Okay, so
So
now...
I draw 2 traumas or 1 trauma?
No, you
Just
draw
one.
1. So the important thing is look at your Titan card.
Mm-hmm.
Note the top level is 1 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
As long as your danger is not over 3 when you draw, you're drawing a minor. Once you get to 4 to 6, you're drawing a major. When you're in 7 to 9, you're drawing a grave. 10+, you're drawing obol. So minor.
We rig it, and we draw the top card, which Tony already stacked to be Kratos' Whisper.
Yep. So Dan gets the minor
Kratos'
wound.
Whisper.
Put on camera.
Kratos' Whisper. The Morbrai are watching. Gain +1 rage.
Okay. So resolve the card now by raising your rage value on the Triskelion.
Okay.
So there's the rage.
Yep, I did that.
That's a great outcome. Raising rage makes you more powerful. However, when you raise rage, you must compare it to the rage level of the Titan with the priority target token. If your rage is higher, you become the priority target.
You already are.
Yes, not a problem for me.
If there were any other attack effects, such as gaining a condition, you would resolve them now. Since there are none, you can proceed to the after attack effects.
Which is pushback 3.
Do I turn in this card or do I keep it with me?
You keep it.
Okay.
So, at the end of the Cold Open, Hecaton performs pushback 3 against the target. Primordials are giant monsters and tend to throw the Titans around the battlefield like ragdolls. This is reflected by various keywords like pushback X you can find on their primordial sheets, AI cards, and BP cards. Pushback. Turn towards the affected miniature and move in its direction, forcing it to move X spaces before you in a straight line.
So 3.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. You go out to there. He goes with and takes that out.
All right. If the affected miniature is not adjacent to the source of pushback, the source moves in its direction by using the normal pushback rules, lowering pushback for each one. Stop if their pushback value is lowered to 0 or they are adjacent to the affected miniature, in which case they perform the rest of the pushback according to these rules. So if they would be pushed into a destructible obstacle, i.e. a column, e.g. a column, remove the terrain tile from the board and the Titan suffers a crash. A crash raises your danger. Okay.
So for column it says... okay.
So you did not hit a column.
Yeah, it looks like I would have to roll if you push the primordial. Oh, if I push the primordial onto it, something happens. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. So I'm at 2
So-
danger now.
As you can tell, some traumas are positive, or at least, are somewhat positive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some are negative. Some are instantaneous, others stick with you. You discard, when you complete it, you discard to the bottom of the deck.
Okay, so that goes to the bottom of the minor deck.
Okay.
Peter can handle that.
Yeah, so this means because I have Rage 1, on the next player's turn, I'll be able to...
No,
Well-
after your turn is complete,
Okay.
that's when you give those. So
Okay.
this was the monster's turn.
Yeah, on
But
my
wh-
turn.
But when your turn comes, if you attack, you're going to go up to Rage 2, which means you'll be able to do the top 2. You'll be able to do 1 and 2.
I thought I give somebody else.
You do,
Yes,
Okay.
those are always given to somebody else.
except for number 2 is a reroll of one of these for yourself.
Okay.
All right, so if you're required to raise your danger over 9, you raise it to 9 instead and draw an obol. Raising your danger over the obol threshold always triggers an obol draw, even if the danger was not dealt by an attack effect. Essentially, each obol draw is a 50% chance of dying.
Yep. And now there's also a note later. If your danger increases, but it wasn't by an attack, you don't draw trauma.
Yes, but if you reach over 14 danger, then you are in bad shape.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's hope to not do that.
Oh, danger can go above 9?
Yes.
Okay, I guess so.
All right.
Though the tracker, I think, only goes up to 9.
Note that if you raise your fate to reroll a die, you can only reroll them once per roll, and you must reroll all chosen dice at once.
Yeah. So you can't pay 1, roll 1 dice, pay another, roll another dice, or re-roll the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If we did not have a target, we would do the routine, which is this. That's bad. It would damage the Argo.
Okay. Now the AI card discards. Once all AI cards are used, then they shuffle. Now, when we wound a BP card, we upgrade to having a higher tier 1 in there.
What does BP mean?
Body part, maybe?
Body part.
Yeah,
So
body
what you're
part.
hitting. AI cards, I can't remember when they upgrade. I think it's...
When they get damaged.
Okay. When they get damaged, we add a 2. So they get stronger.
All right.
Wait, so we attack BPs or we attack AI cards?
They attack with AI. We attack with BP.
Yes. And they both level up.
Yeah.
As we deal damage to it.
Yeah. So they hit us harder, and we hit them harder.
All right. So all of us can take turns in any order. However, it has something that it wants us to do. So, regardless of its exact position, there should be 1 Titan adjacent to it, the target of the attack, 1 5 spaces away, 1 6 spaces away, and 1 10 spaces away.
Yep.
So, fists are a melee weapon. We don't have any other gear, so we must be adjacent. Dreamwalkers have a speed value of 5, so they can only move up to 5. As you can see, the furthest Titan is unable to reach the Hecaton for now. Let's start by activating the second furthest Titan, then, the Titan who is 6 spaces away.
Oh, the 6. That would be
Peter.
Peter. Okay, so quick note, facing for monster is important, facing for players is not. So the direction it's facing, Peter can get a rare attack on it, but we don't have to worry about similar.
Okay.
To reach a space adjacent to the primordial, you must move with your full speed value in a straight line, so there isn't much choice to make here. Simply move your Titan miniature 5 spaces towards the Hecaton. This will place it on an adjacent space exactly where you want it to be.
Go for
Charge! For the betterment of all beings!
Alright, time to perform your first attack. Declare your active weapon. You can only attack with one of your
fist.
weapon cards.
it. Yes.
Now, raise your rage by 1.
Rage goes from 0 to 1.
Alright, so... if you increase your rage over 9, your Titan goes mad and you lose control of it after the current action. In game turns, it is dead. You cannot move through obstacles and other miniatures during your move.
Monster can, we can't.
Yes. So check the attack die value of your active weapon.
Which is currently a 2.
2, okay.
So you need to roll 2 d10s.
One of them has to be white.
Yep. And each primordial has a 2 hit value that determines how hard it is to successfully hit them. At level 0, the Hecatons is 7+, meaning each die results showing a 7 more hit, whereas 6 or less is a miss.
And since this is a +0, that does not modify it at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a precision bonus.
Okay, so you roll the 2 dice.
Should I roll them on the board or over here?
Roll them on the board. And your goal is to get a 7+.
I got 1 7.
He got a critical miss, though.
Yes.
So does that miss the whole attack?
A crit chance gives you an opportunity to deal critical wound, while crit misses are only taken into account if there is a specific effect triggered on it on any of your cards.
Okay, so that is not a problem for you. You could spend a fate to re-roll that if you wanted to try to get another hit, but otherwise that is just a miss.
All right. So they're
Doesn't
going
seem worth using a fate to re-roll it yet.
Okay.
Yes. We'll tip the balance a little bit in your favor to showcase additional mechanics.
Yay,
Let's
you're
say
getting
you rolled
plucky
a 7 and a 9, hitting with both of your attack dice.
So flip the 1 to a 9. because you're getting plot bonus.
All right. When you hit the primordial, you get a chance to use some of your abilities. This part of the attack sequence is called the first ability window. This happens after the attack roll, but before you draw a BP card. There are a complete list of abilities keywords, along with effect and timing in the rulebook, but you cannot trigger any effects right now, so just continue to the next step. So that's
We just don't have any of those. It's just there will be some stuff that say first bonus that any of us
First
could have.
ability window.
First ability window that any of us could have to benefit the attacker at that point. This is when we would play them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Since
So the
you've hit...
tutorial said to just set the dice to 7 and 9?
Yes. Let's say you rolled a 7 and 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since you've
It
hit...
won't be keep doing this.
I'm sure.
You would normally draw the top card from the BP deck. For the purposes of this tutorial, choose Right Mighty Fist and resolve it instead. The most important part of a BP card is its AT value, which is...
In the center, which is the 3.
Yep.
And because of the game board for level 0, he's a -1 on BP value. That makes this a 2. So you need to do a 2 to wound him.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, the AT value. Lol.
Yes.
All right. So, the more rage you have, the deadlier they become. Yeah, so we're not doing any of that. To successfully wound, you must generate power that equals or exceeds the AT value. Fists have a single red power die, meaning your dice pool consists of 1 red power die per successful hit.
So that's 2.
On top of that, you add your Titan's power die to each attack. Dreamwalkers have a single red power die. In total, your die pool should consist of 3 red power dice, 1 for each hit, and 1 from your Titan sheet.
Okay, so now you roll those 3.
Yes.
And you're hoping for 3 hits.
Let's hit hard.
You got, or 2. You got 2.
Now, can I spend a fate now and re-roll this one?
Oh, you don't need to. You got 2. So,
Well, what
But
was
it'd be
it?
better to have 3.
no, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
As long as you hit, you hit.
So each, scratch counts as 1 power.
And you got those.
Every break is a potential for 1 additional power if we have break tokens in the Kratos pool.
Which
you
we
had
do not.
none in the Kratos pool because we're not starting. It changes for people who are later than you. What was the total power of your attack? 3?
2.
2?
Which is enough to hit it.
This was expecting 3. 2. Okay, equals or exceeds the value. Okay. So, blah, 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 blah. It's more than enough to harm the primordial. Put the BP card face up on the designated space called the wound stack.
Yep.
It has become a wound. You will win a battle as soon as the number of cards in the wound stack become equal to or greater than the wound value, which is 6. The hecaton you're facing seems to have been previously wounded. Alright, if you had rolled less total power than required, you would instead place the BP card in the BP discard. After the power roll, it's time to resolve a response. Don't expect the hecatons to sit idly by and just take it. Just like Titans get a chance to react to being attacked through trauma cards, the Primordial gets to strike back with responses. As a reaction to you wounding its right mighty fist, the hecaton is going to perform pushback, raise the attacking Titan's danger, and finally perform knockback.
So you take 1 danger, and you get pushed.
Remember that danger gained from a response is not dealt by an attack event effect, so it does not trigger a trauma draw.
And you can take those dice off. So it did pushback 1 to you.
And then it does knockback, but friendly warning lowers the knockback.
Yep, so it only goes 3 instead of 5 because of friendly warning.
So
And
if it's
he
doing
did
pushback
pushback
1,
Yeah.
then both of them need to move the 1
I already
first.
did.
Yeah, he already
Oh,
did.
you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why he's 1 away from you.
Okay,
Okay.
I see. Okay.
And then he does knockback of 3 after the modifier.
Got it.
Alright, on top of that, every successfully dealt wound enrages the hecaton, causing it to escalate. As battles progress, primordials get more dangerous and harder to kill. First, take a random BP card from an escalation deck 1 level higher than the level of the BP card you've just wounded, and shuffle it into the BP deck. So you shuffle a random BP2 card into the deck. That means the number of BP cards in the game
Tell me when to
is
stop,
consistent.
Stop.
Peter. Okay. Whoever hits will tell me when to stop because that determines it may end up on top.
So when you're done escalating the BP deck, go through the AI deck, take the first card you find that matches the level of the wounded BP card, and remove it from the deck. The card is out of play for the remainder of the battle. Then take a random AI card one level higher than the level of the BP card you've just wounded and shuffle it into the AI deck. Congratulations, you've performed your first escalation.
Okay, tell me when to stop again, Peter.
Stop.
Okay. So now he hits harder, and we can hit harder if we draw the right cards.
All right. At the end of a Titan attack, you clear all tokens from the Kratos pool. We didn't have any.
Yep.
But now this is the second ability window. So now there are many abilities that activate at this point to leave Kratos the tokens. For now, half naked and unarmed as you are, you can only activate effects from your Kratos table. You have one rage, so you can place one opening or one break token in the Kratos pool.
So you have a choice, Peter. Do you want to place an opening or a break token? And enable these to hit, the triangles on those to hit.
I think it's
Opening
the
is
other way around.
+1.
Oh, I had it backwards.
Yeah, opening is +1. Break changes the effects of these.
So
So
why don't I
break
put a break
is
token
that.
in?
Okay, so you want to change the effects of these.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the break tokens. The eyeball.
Alrighty then.
So we have one break token, so whoever hits next, they will get that benefit.
I thought it's only if the very next player to attack.
Yes.
That's what I said, whoever hits next.
So not whoever plays or
No.
attacks next, but whoever hits next.
He wanted a break token.
Yeah.
Break is the break symbol. Like,
Oh.
it looks like a break.
Oh, did I
whereas
put it in-
opening is an eye.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I had these backwards
Okay.
in the bins that I set up. Okay,
Alrighty then. That concludes your
I had
first
the right
attack.
symbol. I had the wrong name.
It seems that by pushing away your Titan, the Hecaton has actually moved closer to your other Titans. This is actually why we told you to attack with this Titan in the first place. The order of your turn matters. Try to use the Hecaton's responses to your advantage. Maybe you can trick it into moving into range of your furthest Titan and enable it to still attack this round.
Probably not.
And that's it. You've performed both your movement and actions, and your turn immediately ends. To show you have completed your turn, turn your Argonaut portrait 90 degrees clockwise.
But don't tap it. Just turn it
I wouldn't
90
worry
degrees.
about doing that. We will know who attacked, generally speaking.
There will be no hand-holding or rigged rolls from now on. Continue resolving Titan cards until all Titans have acted.
Okay, so with that, Dan or Nicole should go next. Who would like to try to beat the shit out of Hecaton?
I mean, I think I should probably go next, because I think the implication is that we could bait it.
Towards me?
Yeah.
Seems like a good idea. Do you want to run in
And
front
then
of
if
him,
Jen was able
or
to
do
hit
you
him
want to
from the
run
side-
on his side?
I think that this is the best place to go.
Okay. So
All right.
now we could take, if we had a power, this would be one to take it. We don't have any of those, so I will draw the BP card.
What? No, you won't. I have
We
to roll the
wait and see
hit.
if we hit first.
Oh, right. Yes, you're right.
Yes. So then I roll, what was it? 2 dice. One has to be white. I do not hit.
You do not hit. Okay.
Yep.
Doesn't that
so
clear Peter's thing?
I think that would clear Peter's thing.
Nicole's double checking to be safe.
I thought
Yes.
you said next hit, not next.
Yeah, and that's why
attack.
I was
Yeah.
saying no.
Oh,
I
I
think it's
forgot.
actually the next attack, whether it hits or misses.
And
it goes
Nicole's
away.
rage goes up 1.
I forgot my rage went up by 1. This value 2, 7 plus, miss. So... Okay, your attack then immediately ends, and you skip all further steps of the attack sequence, but clear the Kratos pool nonetheless.
Okay. What token would you like to give Nicole? You are at 1.
No, I don't get to hit him, so I don't put anything in the attack pool.
You're at 1.
Why would it... Tony...
I thought that still goes in.
I don't know whether or not I actually place tokens in the Kratos pool after... if I don't hit it.
It's probably in this section. I could be wrong.
Yes, but the question is whether or not...
They go in if you miss.
Yeah.
Oh, one
At
second.
the end of the Titan attack, you have to clear all tokens from the Kratos pool. Rory, not right after that, you get to leave your own tokens.
Yeah,
So
you should get to place your own tokens. Because that's based on your rage. That's not dependent on hit. Your rage is what's causing that.
yeah.
Yeah, you have one rage, so you can place one opening or one break token in the Kratos pool.
Okay. Then I will place a break token.
Alrighty. Okay, Dan, you're the only one who can reach him, but you can run to his side, or you can hit him from behind. Where would you like to hit him from?
So if we want to bait him this way, then I should go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I can't.
You can't.
You could go to this side. Would be the only one you could go to.
But that may mean that he runs over me.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. But, you know, the question is whether or not we would prefer to try to bait him into, like, a space closer to the last Titan.
Or not.
I mean, as an alternative, yeah, Peter already got pushed. You're out of range. Are you out of range currently, Tony?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we're saying we might be able to bait him, but it's really iffy.
Yeah.
And if you do go behind him, you probably want to come, like, to this spot.
Yeah.
Just to be a little bit closer to this way, towards me.
That's what I was thinking.
And move your priority with you.
Yeah.
Do we get any advantages for attacking him in the rear?
Not right now, but in the future, certain weapons and stuff may say if you attack from the rear, you get a bonus.
Okay. So there's a break token in the Kratos pool.
Yep.
And you have that there.
Yep.
Okay.
So now you're attacking with your fist and 2, so you roll 2 dice.
Yep. So I have, the fact that I have rage 1 doesn't matter.
Yep.
Okay.
Your rage goes up to 2.
Yes.
Yeah, my rage goes up to 2.
Which means you can re-roll a power die when you're trying to wound if need be. Okay, so
I got one hit.
You got 1 hit, so that means you get 2 red dice for your attack.
And break tokens count as wounds because, well, 1 break token, I guess, counts as a wound.
Correct.
Yes.
And you have the ability to re-roll one of those 2 dice.
Okay.
Roll them on the board.
Okay.
Okay. So right now you have 2 break tokens. Because of this, you can turn one of those into a hit. So, and you can re-roll one of those dice for free immediately because of your rage 2.
Okay. And there's no penalty or risk to doing it because it's a miss right now.
And it doesn't cost fate. You can still do the fate after this.
Okay. So.
Okay, so that's a null. So if you want to try to wound him, then you'd have to spend fate. And it would be 1 fate per die you want to re-roll right now.
I'll go to fate 1.
Okay, so then leave the break token to be safe.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
And that was not worth it.
It's on the back
Nope.
that the power stuff is on.
Okay. Okay, so last, you did not wound him.
I wounded him once.
No, you have to get you have to get 2 hits to actually cause a wound.
Oh,
You didn't go through his 18
Yeah, I didn't
field.
go. Okay.
Yep.
That sucks.
Yep.
Okay. And now I am
Oh,
angry.
I forgot to draw the BP card. Shit. So wait, this might have been different. That was my bad. Nope, it was still 2. It was Mighty Left Fist. So it was the same exact thing
Okay.
as what Peter did,
Okay.
just on the other side.
Okay. Does he still retaliate even though I
Nope,
missed?
because you did not wound.
Okay.
It does not look like he retaliates unless you actually succeed in wounding. So in that case, this is discarded to the bottom of the deck.
I think he responds.
Oh, he still responds even if you don't?
I think so.
That would be good to know.
If you failed to wound the primordial, you resolve the fail response.
There is no fail response
Okay, then
in this one.
then there shouldn't be one.
Okay, so then he does not respond
Okay.
because you did not hit a spot that causes a response.
So good. My danger does not go up.
Okay, so now it's my turn, and I just move up 5.
All right, so
So now we go back to the Titan, and he does an AI, right?
yes.
And I remain the priority.
He does an action item.
Yes.
Okay. And his attack is a 1-2 punch. A fist jabs at you from the left, immediately followed by a right cross. Target closest Titan in front in range.
So that would be
So does Nicole count as in
either
front?
of you two.
It's one of us two. Nicole does not count.
And I don't count because I'm behind.
Yep.
And neither of us have the priority, so either of us can choose to take it. I think I'm going to take it because that'll put him more centrally located to all of us, which seems better. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Rawr. It's same attack as before, except only 2 dice, but I only dodge on a 9+. So, person to my right, Nicole, you roll the...
No, I do not.
Oh, wait, no, it's dodge. Duh, thank you. That's right, we figured that out, my bad. Oh, I dodged one.
Yeah, but you still took 1 hit, I think.
Yes, but I dodged 1, so that moves my danger up 1. With very low chance of dodging, I will take it given my die roll history.
And then you get a trauma.
Yep, so I get a minor trauma.
Right?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Fateful Wound. All your attacks gain crit miss, gain a danger, and immediately fully miss the attack.
Yikes.
Only on crit misses.
Well, there's the crit miss thing.
Yep. So, do I hold on to this then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a condition, I think.
Yeah, that is a condition.
Yep.
And that's a minor trauma. Wow.
Yeah.
10% chance of whiffing your entire attack.
After attack, he performs his signature.
Oh, yikes. Okay, so his signature is SWAT. Target closest Titan in front in range. The Hecaton does what it was made to do. Smash! So it is a
Hecaton
2
smash?
and it is a 9+.
Oh, so he's attacking me again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh,
And
what?
it's the exact same attack, basically.
Yes.
Well, except this one's knockback 5. But yeah. Crit miss?
Crit miss.
Well, that's
That's on defense, though.
yeah, I don't think that counts as a...
Oh, that's only for missing the attack, so that doesn't apply here. But I do block one of them, so I gain another danger, so I'm up to 2.
Danger.
Which gains me another trauma. I will take another trauma.
Have a minor trauma.
You should have left that on screen, Nicole, because I can't. Thank you. Immediately chain break the primordial attack. Gain the knockdown condition card. So
I search through here until I find a condition that says knockdown?
no, it's one of those.
Knockdown. I found knockdown.
Thank you.
And what does it mean to chain break?
Chain break. I think it stops the, stops future stuff.
Yeah. So I don't think he gets his after attack.
Some trauma cards, abilities, and other game elements may allow Titans to act during a primordial Titan attack, slightly disrupting the natural flow in the game. If the disruption is big enough, it may trigger a chain break, immediately ending the original attack and invalidating all of its lingering attack effects as well as after attack effects.
Okay, so it stops it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you will not get pushed back.
Yep. So, for example, if that had happened on his last attack, he wouldn't have gotten the SWAT.
Yeah.
So knockdown. You're in it. If you move voluntarily, attack, or use an action or ability, stand up. At the start of your turn, stand up. If this card is discarded by another effect, stand up. Put your miniature in the normal position and discard this card for standing up. So right now, I'm knocked down though.
I still didn't really understand what knockdown does.
It means I have to spend an action to basically stand up, unless at the start of my turn. So sometimes there's interrupts that players can do. If I was standing up and next to him, you did an attack and I had an interrupt to hit him or something, normally I could do that.
But the chain break card now exists at the bottom.
But because I'm knocked down right now, I have no capability of doing that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And also sometimes the mobs will have like attack a knockdown character and things like that.
But would you stand up instead of doing whatever your thing is? Is that what it said?
Yeah, if I move voluntarily, attack, or use an action or an ability, I stand up. Otherwise, at the start of my turn, I stand up.
Got it. Okay, I see.
All right, so that was the end of the Hecaton's turn.
Yep. So now it's at the start of my turn. So I stay laid down until I go or something else stands me up.
Yeah.
Okay. So Possibilities. One possibility would be, like, maybe either Dan or Peter goes, but I think Dan might be better to go behind it. Because I don't think it really goes that far.
No.
So if Dan attacks it from behind,
If Dan
then
attacks
that-
it from here, he might get pushed into a column.
Well, that's why I would attack him here. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happens if I get knocked off the map?
You don't. You
Nothing
get knocked
right
to the
now.
wall, and then you keep pushing back along the wall.
Okay.
I think
I
it's...
already read that.
Okay.
And I get to decide which way
And
I go?
no, it's explicitly in the direction that would be furthest away from the attacker.
But, like, if I'm going this way, I get to choose left or
No,
right?
because it's furthest away. If you go the other way, you're going in line with
Okay, yeah, okay. I see.
it.
Okay.
And note, this is a hex with the swirly things on the sides.
Yeah, by the way, in later fights, at level 2, board edges gain boundless. They are now high cliffs. If a titan is beyond the edge, they die. But that's level 2 of
Does
this
that mean we
monster.
can push them beyond the edge?
No.
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 Are you kidding me? Okay, so yeah, you can attack them from that spot behind. That might be a good start.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go.
Okay.
Priority with you.
Yes.
Okay, and now you roll to attack, so 2 dice. Yeah, that's still out there,
I guess I
Alright.
get 1 hit. Because
Yes.
it's an 8.
which means you get 2 red dice.
Yes.
And now we draw BP before you roll,
Well, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because this will tell you how hard you have to hit.
Okay.
That's an important thing to
And
know.
I still have rage 2, so I still get
A reroll.
a reroll.
Yes.
And actually, you're now rage 3.
Yes,
I'm
you're now range 3.
Yes.
So-
So I keep the priority target.
This one requires 3 to wound.
So there's no reason.
No, you can get it.
There's a 2 on him.
Okay.
It requires 3 to wound. There is no failure. So there you go.
Without an extra token, this is going to. Oh, there.
Yeah, that's still there.
Yeah.
No one's attacked him since that was
Okay.
put
Yeah.
there. So right now you have 1 hit.
Okay.
You would need to roll the 1 in 6 chance of a 2.
Yeah. So I will do my free reroll.
Yep, that's a good call.
And
Ooh,
I got it.
you got it. So you wounded him.
Great.
Yes.
Okay, so on a wound, you gain a fate.
I gain a fate.
Yes,
That's bad.
you are knocked down.
That's also really bad.
No, not necessarily. And this becomes a wound. So he now has 2 wounds, and we need 4 more. So good job. You've wounded him twice.
Yeah. Which means he upgrades now.
Yep.
So now
Escalate.
we add another 2 here. Or no, Peter did the other wound. And you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. And now we remove that, which does not go into discard. It goes over there. And then add a 2 AI. And you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Ouch. The 2 AI is at the top, one of the 2. And now you are complete. Congrats on the second wound.
Thank you.
Appreciated. And now you get to put out 2 tokens. Which 2 tokens? You can put out 2 breaks, 2 openings, or 1 of each. Your choice.
I will put up 1 of each and keep things balanced.
Alrighty. So whoever
And it doesn't cost me anything to do that.
Nope.
Okay.
So should I go next and attack him from here?
That feels logical.
Yeah.
Indeed, most logical.
Yes, it says the Vulcan. Okay, so now you attack with 2 dice.
Okay. And I roll a critical hit and a 6.
That's
You
not a
did not
critical.
get a critical, but you got rolled a 10, and
So
because
10
of
and a
the
6.
opening, a 7.
Okay, so I will use the opening and have 2 hits.
Yep, that gives you 2 hits. Thank you, Dan.
Now, do I get 3 dice?
No,
One
you
for
get 2.
here and then 1 for
Why?
each of the hits?
Oh, yeah,
He
sorry,
does
you get
3
3
dice.
Yes. And you need the BP, Tony.
And one of
You
the
need the
breaks
BP.
counts.
Oh, yeah,
Tony.
I need the
What do I
BB
do?
before you roll. Okay, so you're
Easy.
doing the runt. You only need 1 to wound him. If you fail, you are pushed back, and there is a crit option, but you did not crit.
Okay, I already got 2, and I could get a third
You
one
actually
by
got
spending
3.
the token.
Yep, so you wound
you
him.
have to spend the token.
I have to
There's
spend
no
the token?
point
Okay, so I
to
get
there's
3.
no point to leaving it
Yep.
there.
Okay, so
Take that!
so you successfully wound the runt, which is an arm sticking out of his arm.
Okay.
It's literally a small arm sticking out of his arm.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you increase your rage, by the way?
No, not yet.
Okay, so what are you up to?
That will increase it to 2.
Okay, so now you are complete. There were no
you need to put tokens in the...
there were no side effects, so now you get to place 1 token of your choice.
Okay, let's go ahead and place another...
Break. Okay. Break is the chance to wound. We seem to like those.
All right. So I guess I'll go.
Sounds good.
And let's clear Peter's dice.
Yep.
And did you
And yours.
Yeah. Did you upgrade? Thank you. Did you upgrade the AI?
No, I did not.
And
Oh,
the
yeah.
and the
You
BP?
didn't escalate.
Yep. Thank you. Need to escalate. Tell me when to stop, Peter.
Stop.
Okay.
Yikes.
Ooh, there's a 2 on top now.
I don't love that.
But at least there's another 2 AI anymore. Maybe.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. This deck is mostly becoming
Stop.
his. Okay. There's like 4 cards in it, and 3 of them are 2s.
Well, that's expected. Ooh, critical hit.
I did get a crit hit.
That is really nice based on the hit. Okay, do you want to re-roll the other die, or you want to just draw?
I'm kind of feeling like we could probably use a little bit more fate at this point.
Yeah. He's already half dead.
So,
So it's time to tempt fate.
yeah, I'll increase my fate by 1, putting me at 1. Not to 9.
Oh, double!
Damn.
So 2 hits, and you get your BP, which is a muscular biceps thighs, because he has arms for legs. Literally. So this is a 4 to wound, but you got a crit. So if you successfully wound, he gains a negative to hit, which means it's 1 point easier for all of us to hit him.
That is an unfortunate 1 to critical. Oh.
Yep. But she does have the symbol.
Yes.
She got 3 and a symbol. She got it.
Good
Got
job.
4.
She got 4.
Bam.
So she
Okay.
successfully crits. Do you still get the wound effect? I can't remember.
So, a crit chance. Crit chance. Wounds. Crit chance. 49. Okay. BP. Okay, so yeah, if I crit, then if I crit chance and I succeed, then I have. If you gained a crit chance during the attack roll, you deal a critical wound instead.
Yep.
So yes.
So you do not get the
crit
response.
instead.
Yep. So he gains a negative to hit. So now we hit him on a 6+.
No, he gets -1 to hit, which means he's less accurate, right?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
You're right. You're right. I had it backwards.
So he's now a 6. Or no, wait. No, yeah, we need a 6 to hit him.
Yeah, we need a 6.
Yeah.
The 2 hit is for us.
It's easier for us to
Yeah.
hit him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He loses evasion. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that was badass.
And,
Yep.
and it still counts it as one of the wounds, right, for him?
Yep.
Okay.
Good work, Nicole.
Nice job, Nicole.
Wait, was that a 2? Yes, that was a 2, so that means we also get our first 3.
Oh shit, and it's a 3 in both the thing and the AI.
Yep.
Stop.
But at least it's replacing a 2 instead of 1 in the AI deck.
No?
Wait. I think it does replace it too. It replaces the same size
Oh,
as
it does. Okay.
as the one. You draw until you find the one that matches the
Yep.
BP.
So we get 3 in the AI attack,
Yep.
which maybe means hit
Oh.
everybody around him now.
Stop.
And she looks. What'd I do?
We shall see.
All right. And then I have not moved, so I think I'm just gonna sidle on back just a smidge.
So you're
Do
ready.
you want to go kitty corner?
Well,
We've learned that from Kingdom Death. Don't be in line to the mobs.
Yeah,
If you have the ability to move, do not be in line of the mobs.
yeah, but I also kind of don't want to be
In line of a pillar?
front of him. I also don't want to be in front of him, man.
You could
So
move
can-
here.
Yeah, you could go to that.
So you can either move, attack, or attack, move, but you can't do partial move,
Yeah.
attack, and then partial move?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, so now knockdown. At the start of your turn, stand up. Put your miniature in normal position. Discard this.
It just goes at the bottom.
Yep. Or no, it's the same cards. So just stack it. There's 4 of them in case all of us get knocked down.
Okay.
So top, bottom doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. And now I attack. So I increase my rage for the very first time.
What are you? I thought you're at 1.
I am now at rage 1. Oh, Nicole, tokens. What are you leaving?
Oh, you start with the knocked out falling down card.
Oh,
Huh? What?
is there
Yeah.
a falling down card?
It's on the side. Knockback. Grab the knockback card.
You mean the knockdown card?
Yeah, whatever. There's 2 sides to it.
Really?
Oh, you're right. My bad.
You start on falling down.
Oh, you are knocked down. Place your miniature on its side. As a reminder, you cannot move voluntarily, attack, or use actions, yada, yada, yada. If this card is discarded by another effect, stand up at the end of your next turn.
Oh,
Flip this.
so you lose your entire turn.
Oh,
Yes, which makes sense.
yeah. Okay. So now, so I don't increase my rage. But,
Which-
Nicole,
which-
you have to put out tokens.
Yeah, which means I also have falling.
So
and
now
I
this-
should flip this.
Yeah, I'll put out a break token.
So mine is now standing up.
Yeah, so I got knocked down, so I actually also need the knockdown falling.
Yeah, you're in falling down now.
Yeah,
Okay. And at the end of your next turn.
yeah. So I lose my next turn.
Yep.
Okay.
So as big as Titans are, it takes them a whole turn to fall?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much. Okay, so now it's the Titan's turn.
Yep.
We have him 2/3 of the way. And he goes.
Was that his AI 3 card?
Nope, AI2.
Oh boy.
Solar Plexar. Somehow the creature understands your connection to the Titan and attacks the most vulnerable neural plexus. Priority target in range.
Me.
Yes.
Well, first off, what is everybody's rage at? I want to make sure it didn't move.
3.
2.
2.
Okay, yes, still down.
And I'm knocked down, so I probably can't dodge. It probably automatically hits me.
You can dodge. Move and attack. Each hit deals 2 danger.
Whoa.
You do not have 3+ fate, do you?
I have 2 fate. Is that good or bad?
Yep. Doesn't say anything about that.
As long as it's not 3.
3 is worse?
3 is worse. He'd get an extra die.
Okay.
Okay, so now roll 2 dice, and you need an 8+ to dodge hits.
But, oh yeah, that's for us to attack.
Yeah.
I fail both times.
Okay, so you are dealt 4 danger,
I go up to 6.
and that means at 6 you now take a major wound, major trauma.
Yes.
Peter?
I'm about to die.
There you go.
No, they won't kill you.
Kratos
Put on screen.
glimpse. Your fate is beckoning. Gain 2 rage.
Yep. Nice. And
I
that
don't
goes.
think you're stopping being priority target anytime soon,
And
man.
now that gives that back to Peter. That goes
Yeah.
to the bottom.
Because
Okay.
it's just an immediate.
I'm really mad.
And you're knocked down.
But he's already knocked
I'm
out.
already
I
knocked
know.
down.
It's just funny.
Well, but
No, it doesn't change anything.
okay.
Yeah. It
So
doesn't-
I still get to stand up.
no, you're still on falling down.
Yeah, but at the end of my next turn, I'll get to stand up. I won't have to incur 2
No,
falling down.
at the end of your next turn, you flip it to
Yeah,
standing up,
flipping
and then
over.
the following turn you stand up.
Okay.
After effect. If 2+ danger was dealt, draw a Kratos card. So give me a Kratos.
So here's a Kratos card. Let's see what they do.
Berserk. You are now Berserk.
Oh my god.
Gain 2 rage.
I'm up to 7
Wow.
rage.
That's not as good. Each Titan round, you must activate first. You cannot block. Your Titan power die is 1 tier higher. So that means you use black dice instead of red dice now, which are better.
Okay. So what
So
does that mean? I
damage deal?
cannot block.
You can't
Well,
block.
There's no block right now that we have anyway.
That's what you just did. You were
I thought
blocking.
that was
No.
an evasion.
No, I was
Oh,
evading.
That's
yeah.
evade.
Okay, well, you can't block, whatever that is. Your Titan power die is 1 tier higher.
So it's black instead of red, you said?
Yep. On your turn, you must use movement to move towards the closest target, Titan or Primordial, along the shortest possible path, then use your attack to attack it. You can perform free actions as normal, If you attack a Titan, do not resolve the attack sequence. Instead, your Titan gains 3 danger.
That Titan.
Oh, if you attack a Titan. Oh, so we want to make sure no one's closer to him than the Primordial.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to need to read that card for myself.
Yeah. So if somebody else is closer to you than the Primordial, you attack us. So.
Got it.
That's bad. And if you attack one of us, that Titan would gain 3 danger and suffer knockdown. At the start of your turn, unexhaust 1 weapon, not an issue. End of your turn, you may test Courage or Will 10 plus. Success, discard this card. End of battle, if you still have this card, you die.
Oh my god.
Wow.
10 plus.
So do you have? But your Courage. So it's actually a 9 plus for you.
That doesn't make me feel a lot better.
No.
Which means if we kill it next turn, I probably die.
Yep.
Well, but this is also why I have to go first. But I lose my entire turn, which means I fail the must do something.
No, end of your turn.
Yeah.
You don't lose your entire turn. You flip that card. You still have your end of turn. You roll that die and try to get rid of the card. You haven't lost your turn. You're just knocked down. It's different.
You cannot move voluntarily, attack, or use actions or abilities unless stated otherwise.
And this is not an action or an ability. It is an end of turn effect.
Yeah, I need to read this for myself.
Yep. Okay. Well, that was shitty.
Yes.
And that's just a level 2 card.
Yes. Okay. So.
That pretty much means if he hits you at all.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so Dan, you're going first, so flip your knockdown card. You're now standing up.
Okay.
And now roll a die and hope you get a 9 plus. Doesn't matter, any die.
I wouldn't roll a 6-sided die.
Yes.
7.
Okay, you can spend fate to re-roll it once.
I would suggest...
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, you can't reach 9 fate either, but like,
I fail.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, problem.
No, don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to, like, knock you out of the game permanently because of this. You're just going to lose that Titan.
Yes. Okay, so now Dan's done, so now it's the 3 of us. I'd like to go. I'm standing up, so I could actually go this round.
Okay.
Do you get to move and stand up in the same turn, or is standing up your move?
I get to stand up. It doesn't take a move or anything. It's just I was out for the 1 turn. Okay, and thank you for digging up the double-sided nature. That makes more sense how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, and we still have that out there. Or wait, no.
Yeah, we...
No, Dan used that.
No, I used it, and then I put one in.
Yeah, but then Dan attacked. Oh, no, he got
Dan
attacked.
didn't attack.
He got attacked. That's different. Okay, so I'm going to attack.
And it's still facing me.
Yes.
That's not good.
I think that's the least of your problems, to be absolutely clear.
Yes.
Well, if I get hit again, I just die, right? Probably.
Your Titan does.
Yeah.
Well, I'll plan to attack him from the backside, so he might turn around and push me.
I'm attacking from the backside.
But truthfully, man, like, I mean,
I'll
like,
shift
if
the
we
one.
kill it,
Yeah.
you die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then we don't have 4 Titans.
If we kill it, you die.
We
That's
probably
just like
will get another Titan.
Yeah, they're not gonna like. Oftentimes, because these are so stacked against you, the initial fight, like, you get replenished.
Yeah.
And in this case, you're not losing your character; you're just losing that body.
Yeah, that Titan. Okay, so, and who knows, we might get an upgraded Titan, and that becomes yours.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'm attacking, so I have 2 dice, and I now hit on a 6 plus. Crit.
Nice.
2 hits.
Crit
Wow.
chance.
So,
Again.
Let's see, BP1. 1 of 100. I only need a 1 to wound him. Though I'm crit, I gain 2 rage.
No. Oh yeah. Yeah. You
So
do.
if I wound him, I gain 2 rage. Oh, I gained 1 to begin with.
Yep.
And you may gain 2 more. But you're
Yep.
still not priority target.
No, but 2 more would be good because that means I can give other
Oh,
people
wait.
ones.
I was supposed to be able to put a whole bunch of stuff because it was my turn.
No, it's
you
not.
gotta attack.
You didn't attack.
You didn't attack.
You
Oh, but
have to attack
He
to
did
do
turn
the.
over.
No.
But don't
you
I
have-
still get to apply all these rage things?
No.
You did when you
You don't
attacked.
clear. You don't clear the pool. Like, wait, are you talking at the end of the last turn
At the
before
end
you
of
got
my
attacked?
last turn, no.
At the end of your turn, you did apply the tokens. but he attacked you, and that's what pumped up your rage higher.
Because you went first the last time.
I went first, but at the end of my turn, don't I get to apply all of these in the
No,
pool?
You
no,
did.
that isn't. No, stop. At the end, when you turned over, for the knockdown, you did not attack. That meant that you did not clear the Kratos pool, and you did not add tokens to the Kratos pool.
Yeah. So you didn't do it.
Attacking is what causes the Kratos pool changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even if you miss, you would still add tokens.
Got it.
But because you did not attack, you do not.
And now I did 4 and 5. Technically, I have to use it up because I have to use up the pool.
Mm-hmm. It's not even using it up.
Yep. And now I crit, so I gain 2 more rage. This becomes a wound. He's up to 5. We add another BP2, and I will just stop myself at some point.
Yeah, so you can never wound a monster more than once per turn.
Maybe later.
And overflow is
There
wasted.
are cards over there that are like double wound, so eventually we'll be able to, but generally.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we remove, if there's an AI1, is an AI1.
There has to be, right?
Yeah, I think that they're supposed to always be.
And now we add, nope, not there. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Let's not nail the camera with my fist too much. And now, AI2.
One of your
Is
fists.
that a hit location card, camera?
The rage is affecting him. Peter, I'm going to need you to hold Dan back.
Okay. And now I'm at 3, so I'm going to put 2 of the break tokens in.
Okay.
And that is complete.
All right.
So now Peter and Nicole have to go.
So I was thinking of attacking from the back. What we probably want to do is get him away from Dan.
No, you want to be away from Dan.
That's true. I want to be away from Dan.
Yeah, so attack.
Well, I want to be away from Dan so he doesn't attack me.
Correct.
It'd also be good for him to be away from Dan so that he doesn't attack Dan. Because Dan's at a very high danger level already.
He already is, so the problem is if we get the mob...
If we kill it, Dan dies.
Yeah, and if we get the mob away from Dan, Dan's going to kill one of us.
Well, I won't if the primordial is closer than you.
That's what I'm saying.
So let's just say I move here, and we get the primordial to push me that way.
Then it runs over me and hurts me.
Oh, it doesn't push
Did we
you along
actually
with me?
establish that happens in the rules, that if it runs over you?
Yes. So best would be to attack it from here. That way you are likely further away than it. Anyways, you're probably going to kill it.
Well, only if I hit.
Yep.
Oh, bye-bye.
Okay. Well, you're still alive, just you're fighting. Okay, go ahead, Peter. So you get 2 dice.
All right, so 1 white die, 1 black die.
You need a 6
Need a
plus
6 or better.
1 hit.
1 hit.
So unless you want to fate.
Let's see. If I have a rage of 2, can I get a reroll now?
No, that's power
No, that's
dice.
power dice.
Okay.
These are hit dice. You're going up against a 2. But,
And now this is also a trade-off. Do we want to give Dan another shot to save himself?
Yeah, I'm thinking that I will give Dan another shot to save himself by not using the fate to increase my attack.
Okay, so you get 2 red dice, and now we get the BP card to see what you're attacking. You need 3 to wound it. Yep, that's it. And you get 3.
3.
So he's dead.
Yep.
And so am I.
So there's no fail. There's nothing else. It cancels all after effects because you killed it. So that is just handled. Your Titan's dead.
Oh, note that you clear the Kratos pool after every attack, even if you fully missed and cannot leave any Kratos tokens of your own.
Yes.
So if you miss the monster, the Kratos tokens go away, and you do not put new tokens in.
Okay, good to know.
Yep.
Okay.
So we screwed that up.
1 time.
Yep.
Okay, so Peter has successfully defeated it.
Yep. All right.
And I am dead.
For a more beautiful world! Die!
Additional battle rules. Battle aftermath. However, you get positive rewards, so if you had crit, you would have gotten the positives. As the dust... let me get that out of the way and that out of the way. As the dust falls, you remain standing. The Hecaton does not. This was a hard-earned victory. Dan agrees. but a victory nonetheless. For now, the Argo is safe and can continue on its journey, and you need some answers. As for your souls, slowly leave the Titans' bodies. You notice peculiar blades sticking out from the Hecaton's side. You haven't noticed them before. Be it the reason the monster was weaker than expected, to whom do they belong?
Alright, gaining resources. Though the Primordials pose an existential threat to mortals, they are also a valuable source of resources. The shipbreakers take what they need to keep the Argo going. The rest is for you to harvest and remake into powerful gear. Each battle nets you primordial resources from the wounds you've dealt. Remember that you gain resources even for battles that you have lost. Look to the upper right corner of the BP card that was used to deal the killing blow. These are the resources you gain. Now gain resources for every BP card in the wound stack. So this one right here is going to be...
So I'm confused. It says the one from the killing blow, and then it says look at the full stack.
Yeah, it's basically saying look at the killing blow first, and we're going to use that to explain to you how the system works, then go through the stack and do it for all the rest of them.
Yep.
So this is going to be a muscle cluster. So we gain one muscle cluster. And then we gain a raw ambrosia from 1 of 100. And then we gain a calcified knuckle bone from the thighs.
The thighs.
And another raw ambrosia from the runt. And a third and a fourth raw ambrosia from the last 2 cards.
He's weaker because he has a drinking problem.
4 raw ambrosia, 1 muscle cluster and 1 calcified knuckle bone. Alright, so we have done that. Next, sometimes a battle will if you were lucky or skilled enough to critically wound a BP3 card, you also gain a Hecaton core. We did not.
No, we did not. Wound. We did not even hit a 3.
All right.
We had one in the deck, courtesy of Dan, who basically helped us. I mean, you dealt most of the damage and took most of it.
For the future, though, you won't need it.
I gave my life, sir.
Yes. Though you won't need it now. One often forgotten rule is you gain all the resources from wounds times the primordial level. Remember this well. So we get 0. No, I mean, it doesn't say that, but
in the future, if we're fighting a level 2, we'd get double.
Yep.
All right, special reward, Siren Teeth. Sometimes a battle will award you with something other than resources. An adventure, a Mnemosyte node, technology, gear, it can be anything. This battle awards you with some much-needed equipment, a pair of knives called Siren Teeth. Whenever the game instructs you to gain something, you either just take it and store it in a common pool if it's a physical component like a card, or note it on the corresponding sheet. Siren Teeth is a weapon card, so just take it. Okay, so this is a weapon. So whoever equips this, instead of using Fist and Tooth, you'll now use these. It is 3 dice instead of 2, but otherwise also a +0 and a red die. It also has 2 side effects of opening 1 and reposition 2, which we can look up those keywords later. All right. Battles, especially lost ones, can be grim affairs. During the casualty step, you note any Titan losses on the Argo sheet. If any of your Titans had died, you'd lower the number of available Titans on the Argo sheet. However, at this point, you have no Titans marked on your Argo sheet, so instead note the number of Titans that survived. All your Titans are Dreamwalkers, so just write down the number that survived. So Dreamwalker, 3. Condition tokens or other tokens that were gained during the battle. There's a whole bunch of shit that could be that.
So there's this, and Berserk goes away.
Yep. No, put it in the Kratos pile.
At the bottom?
It doesn't matter. We'll shuffle it before every fight. Dreamwalker Titans are a resource you'll gain and lose often. Mostly you'll lose them during battles, but other effects might also force you to lose Titans. On the other hand, you will gain Titans during the Voyage phase and during exploration and adventures. Take care of your Argo-bred Titans. They are not replaced as easily as the Dreamwalkers. Remember, if you have fewer than 4 Titans when you need to do battle, you engage with however many you have. If you do not have any Titans when you need to do battle, you immediately lose.
Alright, the Moirai, sisters of fate, are fickle and like to toy with the lives of mortals. Primordial battles are the pinnacle of this cruel spectacle. There is a silver lining, though. Once a battle concludes, the tides of fate will recede, allowing you to breathe that much more easily. Once you've gained resources and noted casualties, you will resolve the tides of fate. This usually means you get to reset your Triskelion values to triple zeros and lower Argo fate in Cycle 1, usually by -2. At this point, you have no Argo fate on your Argo sheet, so you have nothing to lower, so just write 0 there instead. Right.
So interesting. Our Triskelion does not automatically go back to 0, though.
No, that's what I just said.
It does right now.
It does this turn.
But, yeah.
Sometimes it will not.
And it says usually it'll go back down to 0.
AK, there's probably chain fights.
Alright, fate is the measure of your individual defiance of the Moirai verdicts. It goes from 0 to 9. The higher it is, the more times you altered your destiny. The Moirai don't like that and will try to correct this mistake. In other words, high fate is bad for you. Argo fate is an application of the fate magic to the whole mechanic to the whole Argo city ship. In other words, it's the collective fate of the vessel and all people on board. Argo fate also goes from 0 to 9, and a high Argo fate is bad for you. In fact, going over 9 means immediate campaign loss.
Oh, wow.
There's also things that will trigger based off of your Argo fate. Normally at this point you shuffle the exploration deck, however you don't have it yet, so instead go to Tutorial Campaign Round 0 on the next page.
Okay, so I'm going to stop this recording and spin up the next one for us to do our campaign round.